Coach, can you talk about Seattle being home for this game and how important that is for you guys?
It is huge for us to be here in Seattle because we were here 3 years ago against Panama in a World Cup qualifier, and the crowd really pushed us forward. We won that very, very crucial game, and this is now. I mean, it's not getting any bigger than this. This is the biggest game of the year. It's probably the biggest game for Seattle in many years to come because this is Copa America. Copa America is like the European Championship, just right below the World Cup. So you're not getting it any bigger, and this is a 50-50 game. Ecuador, very good team, as we all know, and we're doing well as well. So this is what you want to see as a soccer fan. This is exciting.
How special is the connection between you guys and the fans right now?
Well, I think that everybody can see, in the stadium or hopefully on TV as well, that this is a group that is very, very hungry. It's a group that has great chemistry. They're there for each other. They're fighting through pain. They're playing a man down for almost a halftime against Paraguay, and they get the job done. It's as we always said, hosting a Copa America is something very, very special, and the team understands that. And I think with every game, the fans understand that more and more as well. This is very special this period of time, and we want to go further. We want to go into the Final Four of this tournament.
Coach, what are the pros and cons of facing a team that you just saw 3 weeks ago?
Certainly, most of them. I mean, obviously, when you play a friendly, you get a better feeling for that Ecuador team. They were not complete when we played them in a friendly. They didn't have Antonio Valencia, they didn't have Walter Ayovi in their starting lineup. So a couple of very special players were missing that friendly game. But overall, you have a good sense for them. And as I said, this is a 50-50 game. This is knockout. This is do or die, and this is what you want to play. This is where you want your team to understand, to figure out a way to get into the semifinal of such a huge competition. So it's pretty cool. It's the moment for a player to shine. It's a moment for a player to define his own standing in the world of soccer. This is a globally televised event. Whole Europe is watching Copa America. We are watching the Euros. The whole world is watching them. And I think the players, they understand that right now. The players know, okay, if I want to define myself as an individual, this is the place to be. This is after World Cup, as I said, the second biggest stage that you can have, and hopefully they enjoy that. Hopefully they go on the field on Thursday night with a lot of pride, but also a lot of confidence, and then we're gonna give it a fight the whole 90 minutes.
Jurgen, one of the local guys, unfortunately, DeAndre Yedlin will not be playing. Your thoughts? 2 yellow cards that he picked up, and have you already figured out who will play in this position against Ecuador?
Well, it's a bummer, obviously, not to have DeAndre in the lineup for this very, very crucial game, especially in his hometown, obviously. But this is how a tournament goes. Sooner or later, you lose a player maybe through a little injury or through a second yellow card or whatever it is. So everyone that is on the bench is ready to step in. Like Michael Roscoe did it right away, did a great job. So this is a good feeling that we have, that when somebody goes down or we need to make a substitution, maybe we need to do a tactical substitution as well. The next one is getting the job done. The next one in line is hungry. And you see when you watch our bench how they are connected to the 11 on the field. This is what a team is about, especially in a tournament, because a tournament is kind of a development throughout a couple of weeks where you grow, you kind of meld together, you build chemistry, you build support for each other, and it's a completely different thing than a normal season regular club team. So the team is ready to do that. Whoever steps in for Yedlin will do a great job.
Coach, how important is John Brooks been in this tournament for you guys?
Well, I think, in a tournament, players define themselves in a growing kind of path. I think John Brooks is defining himself to get to another level, as simple as that. But through that phase, you're gonna have some roller coasters, you have some lows, and then you kind of mature and you get stronger. And within a year, he got a lot stronger, similar to Yedlin. similar to a Bobby Wood, and that's what we all hope from our younger players, that they sooner or later they start to mature, they step it up, and they prove to everyone out there that they're very, very good players.
And you mentioned the team's growing. How have you seen your team grow from the start of the tournament to now?
Well, I think throughout already the preparation, we looked like a team, and also the Colombia game that we lost, we looked like a very strong team, and they only beat us because of a set piece and a penalty kick, and I think the team realizes now, with every day being longer in this tournament, that we are competitive with all those nations, and now you can prove it again. Now you get a very strong Ecuador side. Prove it again, So we hope for huge support from the Seattle crowd. It's a home game, We play this Copa America in our own country, so hopefully that makes also a difference there. So we can't wait to get on the field on Thursday night.
Jurgen, as a player, obviously you score against maybe a team that maybe rejected you or something, self-satisfaction. Is there satisfaction in yourself as a manager now, after the critics came out a bit against Colombia, and all of a sudden, pow, you're in first place, you win your group. Is there self-satisfaction out of that, silencing the critics?
No, I don't worry about the critics. I don't worry about what people say. At the end of the day, you want to see this team develop and get stronger over a longer period of time. And I think over the stretch, over the last couple of years, we grew tremendously. Here and there, you want to have some negative results. Then some people will criticize what you're doing. But important is that the players, they see that growth happening, that the players see that, holy moly, we can now really kind of compete with these big nations around the world. And that's why we went for friendly games to Europe or to South America, just to measure ourselves, to learn. Now in this tournament, I think, they just realize that they can do it, that they can compete with these big names and big players and big teams, and that's what is very satisfying for a coach, is that you see them growing, you see them getting stronger, and then you get the feeling that you're doing an okay job.